We have a fraudulent bait and switch, so-called presidentially endorsed election integrity commission, which is not about election integrity. It is about furthering voter suppression. It is an attempt to lay the groundwork to endanger future democratic participation. We are here today to charge the Trump administration, state legislature, and governors, and even the current Attorney General, who have and are engaging in voter suppression.
Republican lawmakers are intentionally making it harder for people to vote and to participate. They are stealing our democracy.
I stand here with my colleagues, but also on the shoulders of my ancestors. It was my great Uncle George, red-boned black man, 11th child of 13 in Sunflower County, Mississippi.
That's right.
Registering those newly able to vote, risking his own life every day to make sure they could use their voice and vote. Why? Because he knows what we know, that when poor people have the chance to use their voice and their vote, they change the texture of America.
So we're not here today as anti-American voices. We are here as prophetically American voices.
Extremist politicians are gerrymandering their districts in Mississippi, North Carolina, and Wisconsin, unveiling racist voter suppression.
We will bring a letter, a petition against our government about denying people the right to vote, suppressing our votes, and cutting people off of basic services that we need to survive and thrive in this country.
No matter the issue you care most about, healthcare, education, workers' rights, they all rest on voting rights.
God made human beings and said one thing they gotta have in order to really be human beings is the capacity to say yay or nay.
Yes, sir.
And anybody who goes to work to suppress that quality in human beings is fighting against the very God that made them. It's a crime to suppress the God-given capacity to say yay or nay.
There is a direct connection between voter suppression, between who gets in office, and then who passes policies that hurt the poorest among us. Wherever you have high levels of voter suppression and racial gerrymandering, you have a denial of health care, you have a high level of poverty, you have impoverished democracy. If we're serious about governing for the good of the whole and promoting the general welfare and maintaining our commitment to our deepest moral and religious values, we must fully restore the Voting Rights Act. We must end voter suppression in all of its forms. We must end racialized gerrymandering, and we must expand access to the ballot beyond just one day, and we must have automatic voter registration at 18. Every American should be deeply traumatized that 52 years after the Voting Rights Act was signed, August 6, 1965, we have less voting rights now than we had in 1965. He talked about us coming back and doing testimony, possibly going to Geneva as here as well. And he said he would love to see even more moral leaders. We're talking about the possibility of 25,000 people over a 6-week period engaging in agenda-based civil disobedience. to shift the narrative in this country.
This is a resounding call to the very soul of our nation. We need a new Poor People's Campaign for a moral